The Rookie Season 8 Episode 6 ending explained, who caused the fire? Season 8 Episode 6 spoilers for The Rookie, Valentine's Day. ABC is going to bring you next week. Episode 6 of The Rookie's 8th season, indicating that not all programs will be shut down during the Olympics. Having stated that, what will the story be about? Well, Burn for Love seems to be one of those shows that tries to convince you right away that it's romantic. Will it be, in fact? This is where we would intervene and state that there will be at least some supporting evidence for this. Go ahead and view the complete information for a couple additional things right now. The Rookie Season 8 Episode 6 synopsis is provided below. The squad is searching for someone who is burning more than hearts on Valentine's Day. Celina, meanwhile, is determined to lift the curse she believes is causing Miles' current run of ill luck. We would be quite surprised if there was anything in this hour that fundamentally altered the concept of what this program is, but the holiday itself probably dictates that there will be a few pleasant moments scattered throughout the episode. Instead, the focus is on maintaining the equilibrium between action, procedural storytelling, and a few long-running plotlines. It's frequently much easier said than done to bring all of stuff together. As of right now, Season 8's live ratings have been really fantastic, often surpassing those of Season 7. All we can do is hope that going forward, there won't be any instances where the new schedule results in a decline in the ratings. Over the years, the Nathan Fillion drama has been promoted everywhere for whatever reason. As The Rookie Season 8 Episode 6 approaches, what do you most want to see? Don't forget to leave a comment in the attachment. Come back once you've done that, further updates will be posted shortly. A malevolent arsonist is introduced by the Rookie, putting our crew in grave danger. Miles and Nathan Fillion's character, John Nolan, are on duty when they spot a burning swan boat in the center of the lake. When Bailey Noon, Jenna Dewan, arrives, she determines that arson was the cause. Another instance in which Bailey, for whatever reason, takes on a new position as an arson investigator and then instructs the police on how to proceed with their investigation. This makes these moments seem much more corny, in addition to being highly improbable. When the police discover that a dry cleaner has been targeted, they come to the conclusion that the arson is based on a Swan Lake theme. Arnold McKenna is named by the gang as a potential suspect, but he maintains that he has an alibi. The Mid-Wilshire crew discovers after some detective work that McKenna does, in fact, have a protege named Mandy Fisk. In an attempt to flirt, Firebug Mandy and her girlfriend were lighting the fires together. Celina and Lucy Chen, Melissa O'Neill, nearly strike a man who bursts into their store in a furious outburst. We recognize him as McKenna as he leaves, and we see that he has planted an explosive beneath their car. They park in the station as usual, and then there's a huge explosion. Numerous police officers are hurt, and there is fire all over. Notwithstanding the glass fragment in Celina's arm, she and Lucy manage to save as many people as they can, including Nyla Harper, Mikia Cox, who is buried beneath some debris. Celina saves Miles, who is on the verge of death due to the curse, and Lucy also saves her boyfriend, Tim Bradford, Eric Winter. Fortunately, everything will be alright, and when McKenna arrives at the hospital, he is taken into custody. To everyone's relief, the curse is broken and things return to normal when Celina's boyfriend, Raj Bronson, Xander Hawley, pays the crystal shop employee. Episode 6 of The Rookies Season 8 teases Glasser's potential release. One of the most eerie villains ever appeared on The Rookie last season. Serial killer Liam Glasser, Seth Gable, has a proven track record, but it appears that he may soon be free. Wesley Evers, Shawn Ashmore, tells Nyla right away that she will need to be flawless to defeat Glasser's formidable lawyer, even if Nyla is obliged to take a deposition for the case. It appears that Nyla employed intimidation and framing strategies when pursuing Glasser during the initial probe, since her statements are ultimately misconstrued. By the time the deposition is over, Nyla appears to have caused more harm than good. However, the worst thing is that Wesley acknowledges that he must now report Nyla for her dubious police practices. His wife, Angela Lopez, Alyssa Diaz, becomes enraged over this and tries to stand up for her friend. However, Wesley notes that Nyla's actions could cause him to lose at trial. One of Glasser's victims' parents attends a DA campaign rally for Wesley, upset that he isn't receiving justice for his child. He throws a dagger at Wesley, but Wesley swiftly disarms him, demonstrating that Wesley has learned a few things from Angela. Positively, Wesley's candidacy gains momentum as a video of his takedown goes viral. Not everyone should be celebrating just yet, though. Given that Glasser is one of the most vicious antagonists the Rookie has ever had, the possibility that he could walk is extremely frightening. Additionally, since Nyla was the one who got him locked up, he has a lot of grudges against her. Although I'm somewhat worried about her safety in the future, this is laying the groundwork for a fascinating plot that I can't wait to watch develop. This week's The Rookie episode features a ton of Valentine's Day shenanigans. Additionally, this week's Valentine's Day tales from The Rookie provide us with some more humorous stuff. Chenford's anxiousness over what to give each other is the primary story point. I wasn't really sure why Jenny, Peyton List, Tim's sister, appeared in this specific episode, but she attempts to assist them both. After all these hardships, Chenford's gifts to one another are unique and still enable the couple to proceed in a healthy manner. Celina's romantic life also shows some changes. After Raj returns from his music tour, Celina unintentionally gives the TID agent, Jorge Diaz, from the previous week's episode the incorrect signals. When Celina tells him that she has a boyfriend, he believes she has asked him out, but he is quickly turned down, after attempting to kiss her. It appears that the Rookie is choosing to maintain this affair for the time being, which surprised me because I was afraid that this guy could throw Raj out. More good news for the couple. After a heated argument, Bailey and Nolan reconcile before the end of the episode. Bailey declares that Nolan is her true love, apologizes, and says she's giving up on the DC concept. Nolan, however, is aware of how much the position would mean to her and firmly believes that she ought to accept it. Since Bailey's character has been acting strangely lately, I'm still fervently praying that she accepts the offer. However, it remains to be seen where the couple's journey takes them. The Rookie made its officers feel heroic by discovering a route to spectacle without gunfire. Wildfire, in Season 7 has two significant similarities. The major fire in the police station is the most evident example from the Rookie episode. A string of fires with romantic themes implicated an arsonist who was simultaneously innocent and guilty. The couple lighting the fires is arguably the most spectacular fake-out in recent seasons of The Rookie, and it's shown more for laughs than for thrills. The magnitude and extent of the explosive destruction when the initial arsonist gets his retribution is the best kind of schmuck bait. Until she actually has the guts to take Miles from the flames, Celina's accusation that she is a coward for not helping him with his curse is largely a joke. Even though there were obviously no deaths among the series regulars, the episode conveys the sense of urgency. Serena Koo's character entering the house and confessing is the main funny element of the arrest of the arsonist couple, who are portrayed by Koo and Allison Hayslip. The Rookie further minimized their ultimate danger by showing a scenario in which they are imprisoned that very slightly touches viewers' emotions. Nevertheless, both women almost perish following the blast. As the fire rages, Nolan and Angela Lopez liberate the individuals in detention, but their door is blocked. The majority of police procedures wouldn't bother to explain why cops would choose not to put themselves in danger to save two firebugs. The Rookie does, and the reason the episode is unique is because Nolan and Lopez decide to save them nevertheless. The show's street-level perspective emphasizes that the accused are still humans, even when it indulges in its worst impulses. Even if the arsonists are careless, dangerous, and guilty, the heroes' lives are more valuable than theirs. One of the main causes of ongoing conflict is the ongoing DA campaign. Burn for Love is intimately related to another episode of The Rookie Season 7, in two ways as well, primarily because it introduces Liam Glasser. Detective Nyla Harper is haunted by a statement from Till Death that also highlights the Rookie's uniqueness. She addresses the murderer she is unable to apprehend and exchanges a positive exchange of words. This line, however, discredits her as a trustworthy witness in a deposition given prior to his trial, compelling prosecutor Wesley Evers to report her. Evers and Lopez's greatest couple pals are Harper and her husband, James. The Rookie's last episode featured James assisting Wesley with his campaign speech. Wesley had to notify internal affairs about his wife in this episode. This isn't exploited as a story point to demonstrate how civil rights are the police's foes, in contrast to most cop shows. Instead, it serves as a plot point to emphasize how Harper's ability to control her emotions makes her as good as she is. Despite being caught in the act and attempting to kill Harper, Nolan, Lopez, and Penn, Glasser's conviction isn't a given for a number of complicated, because this is a TV show reasons. This problem is made even worse by the way the case impacts Wesley's DA campaign. For punching out the distraught father of one of Glasser's victims who attacked him, the progressive candidate becomes the favorite of fake tough guys, including Joe Rogan, who is mentioned by name. Chenford 2.0 allows love to be dramatic while avoiding past mistakes. After their devastating breakup, Chenford didn't get back together until the commencement of Season 8. The storytellers cannot return to a will they or won't they dynamic for the couple in order to defend this change. The characters at the end of this episode make reference to the two almost dying in a fire in Wildfire, where they both expressed their love for one another. Tim is almost killed in Burn for Love, as the explosion ripped through his new office as the watch commander, and Lucy had to come to his rescue. However, the heartwarming moment when she hands Tim her breather mask is not the only thing that makes Chenford supporters happy. The two worry over their Valentine's Day presents for the majority of the show. Tim's was trapped in the mail, while Lucy lost hers. As a child, tough as nails Bradford was a sci-fi nerd, which is the biggest revelation in The Rookie. Lucy locates an out-of-print cheeseball book and has the author autograph it. Even though her earrings match Lucy's necklace, Tim believes they are a terrible present. These perfect days aren't going to last since it's The Rookie, but for the time being, those who adore this connection have little to gripe about. Nolan and Bailey's struggles were simultaneously made softer and more intense by The Rookie. Bailey Noon and her army commander have been considering traveling to Washington, D.C. for a Pentagon assignment for the past 2 episodes. But Nolan isn't interested in leaving Los Angeles for any other reason than he doesn't want to be the oldest rookie ever again. It appeared as though the show was preparing to frame this as a significant, potentially disastrous marital dispute. Bailey instead gives in to his desires by bringing up her secret husband, Jason, who died in Till Death. Following the police station fire, Nolan decides to alter his mind and instructs Bailey to accept the position. This is a workable long-distance problem. Considering how luxurious the beat cop and firefighters' lives are in LA, Bailey might return to Los Angeles frequently with a 9-to-5 job that included weekends and federal holidays off. A much more interesting source of friction is avoided by this development rather than a major blow-up endangering their marriage. With neither Nolan nor Bailey at blame, they will have to deal with new relationship challenges that could be detrimental to the couple but excellent for the plot.